When you purchase a system from Viewrail, you're not just buying a product. You're trusting that you've installed a product that's going to be long-lasting and stand up to whatever life throws at it. Things like stairs, railings, and guardrail systems are considered life safety components. Building codes like the International Residential Code and the International Building Code set specific load requirements that we as manufacturers must build systems to, because failures can cause serious injuries. At Viewrail, we don't just calculate whether our systems should perform. We actually test them to prove that they will perform. What you're about to see is how we do that here at Viewrail. We're mounting the tread directly onto one of our fixed angle brackets that would be part of our monostringer. And we've built a tread that is the max size that we do for customers. And we are putting pressure out at the far extreme edges of the treads and seeing if we have any withdrawal from any of the fasteners in the tread. We're also using a laser measurement device to detect how much deflection is actually occurring as we're applying that load. Our Mark 10 machine here maxes out at 1,500 pounds. For all of the rounds of tread testing that we did, and we did a sample size of 10 for this set of tests, we maxed out every single one. There's no fastener withdrawal, there's no damage, there's no extreme deflection. For the post test, we're applying pressure at the top of that post, and that's where somebody's hand would be on that railing system. And that's what that's really simulating is somebody pushing really hard or falling into the top of that railing system. And what we're making sure is that the tread stays intact and all of those fasteners stay intact and there's no withdrawal from the fasteners. So we know that that railing is not only gonna look beautiful, it's going to survive and protect anybody that might need to use it in a worst case scenario. Code requires that a concentrated load be applied at a minimum of 200 pounds. And we saw this test far exceed that testing at a single post. So like really, really worst case scenario. For our glass railing test, what we're showing here is our hidden side mount system. Our test apparatus is something that we have designed and built here at Viewrail, and it allows us the flexibility to test by applying pressure in any direction on a system. We're also using a laser measurement device to detect how much deflection is actually occurring as we're applying that load. The first round of testing that we've done here, we have pushed in the middle of the system at the very top of one of the panels. And we actually stopped that test at 500 pounds, over 2.5 times the safety factor. Then we move over and we're pushing in a worst case scenario at the very end of the system on an unsupported edge up in the corner. And you can imagine that that's gonna be the weakest point of the system. And what we found here is that the system withheld the load we were applying all the way up to 500 pounds. And at that point, there was enough torsion and pressure that that glass did finally fail. But again, we're over 2.5 times the safety factor. Every product that leaves our facility has been tested, validated, and built to last. That's the Viewrail Standard, and it's what you deserve.